it's so bouncy. There we go. We're gonna make our way up to the Priest Wilderness. This is the one big climb for the day. I think it's like 4, almost 5 miles, just all the way up. But after I do that, then it's just cruisy at the top for the rest of the day. And parking lot right back there. I got my first trail magic of the trail. It was awesome. So that was super cool. Good way to start off the morning. I'm an idiot, and yesterday I'm pretty sure there was trail magic at one of the road crossings because there was another hiker at it, and they like raised a can of pop at me like, "What's up?" And I just went, "What's up?" and kept on walking just because I wasn't expecting trail magic. And there were a bunch of hikers around the car, and I just thought they all had their backpacks on. I thought they were getting out of a shuttle, and so I was just like, "Sup?" and then started hiking up the hill. And halfway up the hill I was like, "Oh fuck, that was trail magic, wasn't it?" But I was too far gone. I couldn't turn back. I'm too awkward. And so I missed trail magic because I'm an idiot. And I'm an awkward idiot. Alright, just about 2 miles left of the climb. Dude, I got the perfect day to do this climb. It's like 50 degrees out and there's a breeze. Dude, it's perfect. But yeah, we're almost there, dude. Whoa, get ready. Get ready. Dish. Sick, dude. Sick. Alright, I believe that's the top of the climb. Now we're gonna go stop by the Priest shelter to go grab water. And the Priest shelter is interesting because the logbook in there, all the hikers confess their sins to the priest inside the logbook. I'd love to go read it, but honestly, I'm too scared of Noro, and I have heard that people were just like getting it just in this section of trail into town, into Waynesboro, and so I'm just not going to take the risk. I'm not touching that logbook. But it's pretty cool. Go in there, confess your sins. I got no sins, dude. You'll never get it out of me, so I would never write anything in there. Oh fuck, I just smashed my heel on a rock. A bunch of people at the Priest shelter, so I couldn't film there, but picked up water. Now I'm finishing off my chewy sprees. I was going to try to ask them if there's any juicy gossip inside the Priest shelter log, but they were just like too freaking involved in conversation. I couldn't even get a howdy in. I said a howdy, I don't think anybody heard me. Deep in conversation, dude. But yeah, so Priest shelter's back there. We continue on. No real plan for the day. Just try to pound out miles. See how far we can get. My gosh, I'm getting so lucky with the weather right now. I mean, for the foreseeable future, it's like 60s tops and no rain. Hopefully I don't jinx myself, but it's awesome. Today's gonna be great. Oh, dude, the woods are just so beautiful today. The birds are chirping. The sun's out. But, like, maybe it looks hot. It's like 50 degrees. Like, this is prime me weather. I haven't sweated all day. Well, I sweated going up the Priest. But besides that, just chilling out on this ridgeline. Look at this. Just gonna chill on the sides of these hills. Look down. It's green, but it's not socked in yet. Dude, great day. Just ran into sorry, got a bug on me. Hiking on a prayer on the trail. She was so sweet, so nice. I think I got that name right. I'll have to like check it out once I get cell service. But yeah, dude, I just love running into people. So that was really cool. She won't see this because she's busy doing her hike and editing her own videos. But later tonight, whenever I have service, I'll actually find out what her channel name is. I believe it's Hiking on a Prayer. In case anybody wants to check it out. But she was awesome, dude, killing it. That view ain't too bad. Ooh. Oh, what's that? Another view? Another one. Oh, crap. Did I say today was like the perfect weather? It's so nice out, dude. Gentle breeze. Getting all the vitamin D. Dude, I'm getting so much D today. And I don't know what the temp is out. Perfect temp to cool the body and not sweat, but not so cold that when you're in the shade you feel like you need a jacket on. Like 60 degrees. It's amazing. I'm a happy little man. Ooh, look at this guy. Look how big he is. There's a big boy. There's my hand. Sorry, I don't want to get too close to him, but he's about the size of my middle finger. Look at him, he's beautiful. Okay, I'll leave you be. I love these longer days. It's 7:50 right now. I just looked at my watch. I mean, look how light it is out. Sometimes the camera will lie and however the camera works, it'll brighten it up. But no, I'm looking through the viewfinder. That's how bright it is right now. It's really nice. I think the sun goes down just around 8. So last light is probably 20, 30 minutes after that. But dude, I love it. I love being able to hike a little later into the day. However, I do not get up at first light. I don't know what time the sun comes up now. 6 maybe already? I'll maybe turn over at 6:30. And then, I'm still in my bag until 7. I like my sleep, man. I'm ready for a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich. Your boy's hungry. Ah, la, la. Alright, it is about a half mile, a little less than a half mile to a bridge where apparently there's some camping there. Let's hope I can have it to myself. If not, then I believe there's camping in 2 more miles, which, whatever. And I could probably find something in between that. Yeah, the only problem with it in here, we're dealing with very steep walls. And, ow. I'm gonna take a dump in the morning and climb up one of those, and then dig a cat hole is gonna be pretty strenuous. So, all things you need to consider when selecting. Well, this area is super cool. Ooh, I can't forget to get water. But there's no campsite here. I think this bridge might be new. I think the old one collapsed or something. And so maybe there used to be a campsite here, but not anymore. So we're going to have to go a little further. Okay. That's good. Sorry if let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's not going to be the greatest video. How's that? I mean, you see something, that's for sure. Yeah, alright. The video doesn't matter. This is a narrative driven segment of today's episode. As you can tell, it's dark out. What kind of beetle creature is that? On my sock? How'd you get in there, dude? A crushed little beetle creature was on my sleepy socks. Gross. But as you can tell, it's dark out, and so after not finding that campsite at the bridge, I just kept on hiking, looking for flat spots and stuff. And there's campsites 2 miles away, but I didn't really want to go that far, and I ended up the road crossed this old, I don't know, this might have been a gravel road or a 4x4 road or just a forest road. It's pretty thin, but the trail crossed, and I was like, ooh, cool. It's a clear-cut path. And so I walk on it a little bit, and I see a flat spot. I'm like, heck yeah. But, it's dark out. I hadn't broken out my headlamp yet because it was down in my pack. But I was like, whatever. I can get my tent set up, as the sun is setting, as it's dark. And, I pull up my tent, drag out all my stuff, and fan it all the way out. And I guy out 3 lines, and I'm about to guy out the last corner. and I smell something. I'm like, that smells like shit. I'm getting wafts of shit, human shit. And I'm like, no. And so I'm looking around and I see this little lump. And so what do? I picked up a stick and I poked it. And when I poked it, I disturbed what must have been the crust that had formed on this human shit. And once I disturbed that crust, the smell quickly wafted and consumed me. And I was like, and I was like, oh my God, no. So there was human shit literally like 6 inches from the corner of where I was guying out my tent. And I was like, no, because I had my backpack there. I didn't know if I stuck my freaking backpack in this human shit. So I go run over to my backpack, and I'm like sniffing all over my backpack and looking all over it for like human shit. And I'm like, I'm going to have to get baby wipes and wipe this thing off. And there was no human shit on the backpack. But, you know, that when it wafted after I poked it with the stick, it went deep into my nose. So, like, all I can smell now is human shit, even though I was trying to get away from it. And so I'm checking my shoes. I'm checking everything. And I grabbed all my shit and just, like, pulled it, 30 feet away. And I'm like, and I reconvene. And, I'm still checking over my stuff. No way. None of my stuff has human shit on it. I can't tell you how happy I was to not have to wipe someone else's shit off of my stuff. I was hooting and hollering in the forest, just like, yes! So pumped that I hadn't put my stuff into human shit. I was so pumped that I wasn't even pissed that some shitty person had taken a fucking dump and didn't bury it. Yeah, so that's how my night's going. Almost set up my stuff in human shit. Dodged that bullet. Something's watching out for me. And, so I dragged all my stuff away and found another flat spot and set up my tent here. I don't know why this, horrible pooper, this horrible pooper person, decided to pick, like this. I had to walk quite a distance on this forest road to find a good flat spot. I don't know why they picked the flat spot to fucking surface shit. And I understand if you have to shit and you don't have time to dig a cat hole, that's fine. But dig the cat hole after you're done shitting then. And then just push your shit into the hole. Just real bummer. But, I avoided it. That's how tonight's going. Oh, yeah. So with that in mind, and now that the smell of human shit has cleared out of my nose, and I don't smell it anymore. That's great. I'm gonna enjoy dinner now.